We are not doing an intro to this show today because we are only talking about one thing and one thing only, and that is that at long last, we are hopefully getting the release of Frank Ocean's follow-up to Channel Orange, Boys Don't Cry, this Friday, a release through Apple Music exclusively for a couple weeks before a wider release. This, according to a source cited in an article published by the New York Times yesterday. Just like most Frank Ocean fans, I'm overtly skeptical that the album's actually going to come out on Friday. I will believe it when it is in my ears and it is pouring over me. But it's worth noting just how much has happened since Channel Orange was released in July 2012. Obama got re-elected and has served pretty much his entire second term. Kim and Kanye had 2 kids together. Donald Trump went from a reality television star / pseudo businessman to being a laughable Republican candidate to being the Republican nominee for president and not being funny at all. The reason everybody goes nuts for all this Frank Ocean blueballing when he puts up a live stream and it doesn't do anything for a day and he posts a picture of all these potential release dates crossed out is because Channel Orange is one of the very best albums of this decade. If you made a list of albums that have come out from 2010 to now, maybe a top 20 list, you'd be remiss if you didn't include Channel Orange on that list. It's excellent, it's poignant, it's raw, and Frank has just one of the best voices and one of the best conveyors of emotion in his voice that exist. Here's the problem. I think that there has been so much buildup and hype for this album that if it actually does drop on Friday and we all stream Apple Music or torrent it or do whatever we have to do to listen to it, that we are inherently, our expectations are going to be so sky high that the album is going to sink, maybe slightly, maybe significantly, under the weight of its own buildup. Is that going to prevent me from listening to it multiple times? Hell no. In the time since Channel Orange has come out, Frank has only released little snippets of music. He's appeared on a couple of little things, mainly on Kanye's last 2 albums. He was on New Slaves, on Yeezus, and he was on The End of Wolves, which was eventually Frank's track on Life of Pablo. And both his outro on New Slaves and the outro on Wolves are hopelessly gorgeous and a reminder that we don't want Frank Ocean's next album. We need it. Don't be playing with us, Frank. Don't be playing with my heart like that, man. You can't do this to us. Somehow, this narrative of Boys Don't Cry is significant even in a year, 2016, which has seen numerous major musical releases. Drake released Views. Kanye released Life of Pablo. Anderson .Paak released Malibu. Kendrick Lamar did Untitled Unmastered, if you even want to count that, a little half album. Schoolboy Q released Blank Face. Rihanna released Anti. Beyonce released Lemonade. Here's my personal thought on this, and I've thought about this for a while and spent probably too much time thinking about Frank for someone who's only released 1 album. But I think that for the rest of his career, Frank's sort of going to be chasing the magic that happened on Channel Orange, and that he won't ever quite make an album as cohesive and complete as that one. I think he can still make excellent songs, and maybe he'll even make some pretty good albums, but I don't think he'll ever get back to that sort of perfect, magical moment that was the album Channel Orange. Like when Kendrick Lamar released Good Kid, Mad City, I thought, okay, this is a masterpiece, but it's just the beginning. When you listen to Channel Orange, I kind of think of it as a tableau for what shit was like in July 2012 and a staple that we'll keep coming back to, but something that isn't the first in a long line of great albums. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. So Frank, please, let the album actually come out this Friday. Quit playing with me, quit playing with all your fans, quit playing with yourself. Drop it, get it off your chest, let us all enjoy it, and bask in the glory of your voice. I'm done rambling. I'll see you guys later.